Breaking news. Apple just made a decision that changes everything. After months of partnership with OpenAI, Apple is now choosing Google's Gemini to power the next generation of Siri. OpenAI? Sidelined. This isn't just a business deal. This is a power shift in the AI world that will affect billions of devices. And it's happening right now.
This is AI News Global, and this week has been absolutely explosive in artificial intelligence. Apple's partnership shift, NVIDIA's autonomous vehicle breakthrough, new compact AI models outperforming giants, and a startup that just raised $330 million for something called vibe coding. Here's everything you need to know.
Let's start with the biggest story. Apple choosing Google over OpenAI for Siri's AI brain. Here's what happened. In 2024, Apple announced Apple Intelligence, their AI strategy powered by a partnership with OpenAI. ChatGPT would enhance Siri, help you write emails, summarize notifications, all the things modern AI assistants do. But something changed. According to sources inside Apple, they were never fully comfortable with OpenAI's approach to privacy. OpenAI's business model relies on data collection and cloud processing. Apple's entire brand is built on privacy and on-device processing. The clash was inevitable. Enter Google's Gemini. Google offered Apple something unique, a version of Gemini that can run partially on-device using Apple's custom silicon while still accessing cloud capabilities when needed. This solves Apple's biggest concern. Your personal data stays on your iPhone, Mac, and iPad as much as possible. Only when you explicitly request cloud features does data get sent to Google servers. And here's the kicker. Google agreed to Apple's strict privacy requirements. No using Apple user data to train Google's models. No cross-contamination with Google's advertising business. Complete data separation. For Apple, this was the deal they needed. For Google, this gives them access to over 2 billion active Apple devices worldwide. OpenAI? Still integrated for specific ChatGPT features, but no longer the core AI engine powering Siri. They've been demoted to a secondary role. The new Siri with Gemini launches in iOS 19 this September 2025, with features including advanced conversational memory that remembers context across days and weeks, multimodal understanding, show Siri a photo and ask complex questions about it, deep app integration, Siri can now control third-party apps with natural language, and real-time translation across 50 languages. This is the most significant upgrade to Siri in its 14 While Apple and Google were making headlines, NVIDIA dropped a bombshell in the autonomous vehicle world. NVIDIA just announced Alpamayo, their latest physical AI platform for fully autonomous driving in partnership with Mercedes-Benz. This isn't concept technology. This is shipping in the 2026 Mercedes CLA with Level 4 autonomy. What's Level 4? It means the car can drive itself completely in defined areas with zero human intervention. You can sleep, work, watch movies. The car handles everything. But here's what makes Alpamayo different from Tesla's approach. Tesla relies on cameras and neural networks trained on billions of miles of driving data. Their bet is vision plus massive data equals full autonomy. NVIDIA's Alpamayo uses a hybrid approach. Cameras for visual understanding, plus LiDAR for precise 3D mapping, plus radar for weather and long-range detection, all fused together with their new Drive Thor supercomputer chip. Drive Thor delivers 2,000 trillion operations per second of AI processing power. That's more computing power than most data centers had 10 years ago, now inside a car. And there's another breakthrough, NVIDIA's Nematron Speech ASR.
This is automatic speech recognition that's 10 times faster than previous real-time systems. It enables natural conversation with your car's AI assistant, real-time captioning for deaf passengers, and instant translation across languages. Mercedes is betting big on this. They're planning to roll out Alpha Mayo across their entire vehicle lineup by 2027, starting with the CLA in 2026. The autonomous vehicle race just got a lot more interesting. Tesla, Waymo, and Chinese competitors now face NVIDIA-powered Mercedes with a completely different technical approach.
Now here's a story that proves bigger isn't always better. The Technology Innovation Institute in Abu Dhabi just released Falcon H1R7B, a compact AI model with only 7 billion parameters that's outperforming models 10 times its size. Let me put that in perspective. Meta's Llama 70 billion parameter model? Falcon H1R7 beats it on reasoning and coding benchmarks. Google's Gemini 1.5 Flash with 40 billion parameters? Falcon H1R7 matches or exceeds it in many tasks. And the efficiency is insane. Falcon H1R7 processes 1,500 tokens per GPU. That's roughly 3 times faster than comparable models. You could run this on a consumer-grade graphics card and get near-instant responses. How did they achieve this? They used a hybrid architecture that combines 2 different AI approaches. The first layer uses sparse activation, meaning only the relevant parts of the model wake up for each task. This is similar to DeepSeek's mixture of experts approach we covered last week. The second layer uses something called quantization, which compresses the model's numerical precision without losing accuracy. Think of it like compressing a JPEG image, but for AI weights. The result? A model that fits on devices where you couldn't run large models before. This has massive implications. Smartphones could run sophisticated AI locally without a cloud connection. Edge devices in factories, hospitals, and remote locations could have advanced AI without internet. And developing nations without reliable cloud infrastructure could deploy state-of-the-art AI. The AI industry is learning what we saw with DeepSeek. Efficiency matters as much as size. The era of just make it bigger is ending. The era of make it smarter.
Last week, we covered OpenAI's Health AI. This week, their biggest competitor just fired back. Anthropic announced Claude for healthcare, a HIPAA-compliant AI specifically designed for medical professionals and healthcare institutions. This is different from OpenAI's consumer-facing ChatGPT Health in 3 critical ways. First, it's built for doctors, not patients. Claude for Healthcare integrates directly into electronic health record systems like Epic and Cerner. Doctors can query patient histories, get differential diagnoses, and draft clinical notes without leaving their workflow. Second, it's fully HIPAA compliant from the ground up. Anthropic signed business associate agreements with healthcare systems, meaning they're legally liable for data protection. All patient data is encrypted end-to-end, never used for training, and automatically deleted after 30 days. Third, it specializes in medical reasoning. Claude for Healthcare is fine-tuned on medical literature, clinical guidelines, and drug interaction databases. In early testing at Stanford Medical Center, it caught 15% more potential drug interactions than existing software. The competition between Anthropic and OpenAI in healthcare is heating up. OpenAI has the consumer brand and broader reach. Anthropic has deeper medical institution relationships and stronger privacy credentials. Both are racing to become the AI layer for healthcare, an industry worth $4 trillion in the United States.
Now let's talk about 2 startups that just raised absolutely insane amounts of money. LM Arena just raised $150 million at a $1.7 billion valuation. What do? They run a crowdsourced platform where anyone can test and compare AI models head-to-head.
You've probably used their chatbot arena without realizing it. When you ask two anonymous AIs the same question and vote which answer is better, that's LM Arena collecting real-world performance data. They now have 5 million monthly active users running millions of AI comparisons. This data is incredibly valuable because it shows how models perform in actual use, not just academic benchmarks. Tech companies pay LM Arena to see how their models rank against competitors in blind tests. It's like an independent consumer reports for AI. But the wildest story is Lovable. They just raised $330 million at a $6.6 billion valuation, and they're doing $200 million in annual revenue. What's their product? Something they call vibe coding. Here's how it works. You describe the app you want to build in natural language. I want a social media app for dog owners with a swipe-to-match feature for playdates. Lovable's AI generates the entire application, front-end, back-end, database, design, everything, in minutes. You can then refine it by describing changes. Make the buttons more rounded, change the color scheme to blue, add a payment feature. The AI iterates based on your vibe, your aesthetic preferences, your functional requirements, all in conversational language. No coding knowledge required. This is terrifying if you're a junior developer, and amazing if you're an entrepreneur with ideas but no technical skills. Lovable claims 60,000 apps have been built on their platform in just 18 months. The implication? The barrier to building software is collapsing. Soon, having an idea and describing it well will be enough. The term you're going to hear constantly in 2025 and beyond, Agentic AI. What does it mean? Traditional AI responds to your requests. You ask a question, it gives an answer. You give a command, it completes a task. Agentic AI takes autonomous action. Instead of you asking, what's the best flight to Tokyo and getting options, an Agentic AI books the flight, reserves your hotel, adjusts your calendar, notifies your team, and sends you a complete itinerary. It acts on your behalf with minimal supervision. Market research firm Gartner just projected the Agentic AI market will reach $200 billion by 2034. Why such explosive growth? Because businesses are realizing AI agents can replace entire workflows. Customer service agents that handle complex issues without human escalation. Sales agents that qualify leads, schedule meetings, and follow up automatically. Research agents that scan thousands of documents and produce comprehensive reports. We're moving from AI as a tool to AI as a coworker. But there's a catch. Giving AI autonomy means giving it the ability to make mistakes autonomously, book the wrong flight, send the wrong email, make bad decisions at scale. The challenge for 2025 is building trustworthy autonomous agents, AI that can act independently but also knows when to ask for human approval.
Let's talk about where AI still spectacularly fails. A viral test this week exposed a critical weakness in even the most advanced AI models. Researchers gave GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini a simple challenge: play Pokémon and create a strategic plan to win battles. The results were hilariously bad. AI models could understand the game rules, they could describe each Pokémon's abilities, they could explain type advantages, but when it came to long-term planning, they fell apart. One AI sent a fire Pokémon against a water type repeatedly, despite losing every time. It couldn't learn from its mistakes within the same game. Another AI hoarded healing items instead of using them, letting its Pokémon faint while holding 20 potions. The problem? Current AI models struggle with multi-step reasoning that adapts based on changing circumstances. They're great at individual decisions. What's the best move right now? They can answer that. But maintaining a strategy across dozens of decisions while conditions change? That requires a type of reasoning AI hasn't mastered yet. This matters beyond gaming.
If AI can't plan through a Pokémon battle, can it plan a complex business strategy, manage a long-term research project, navigate unpredictable real-world situations? Not reliably, not yet. The path to AGI, artificial general intelligence, requires solving this planning problem, and we're not there.
What's next for AI in 2026? Based on everything we've covered today, here are my predictions. 1. The Apple-Google partnership will reshape mobile AI globally. Expect every major phone manufacturer to respond with their own AI strategies by mid-2025. 2. Autonomous vehicles will finally start delivering on promises. NVIDIA Mercedes could be the breakthrough that makes Level 4 autonomy real for consumers. 3. Small, efficient models will challenge the dominance of massive AI. The Falcon H1R approach will be copied by every major lab. 4. Healthcare AI becomes a battleground between tech giants and startups. Watch for more hospitals adopting AI assistants throughout 2025. And 5. Agentic AI will start replacing workflows in customer service, sales, and research. This is where the job disruption conversations get very real. If you found this valuable, smash that like button. It genuinely helps push this analysis to more people who need to understand what's happening in AI. Subscribe to AI News Global for daily worldwide coverage of artificial intelligence developments. We're covering stories from every continent, not just Silicon Valley. And drop a comment. Which of these stories surprised you most? Are you excited or concerned about agentic AI? I read every comment and want to hear global perspectives. Tomorrow's video dives deep into China's response to DeepSeek's success and the new models they're releasing to compete. This is AI News Global, bringing you artificial intelligence news from around the world. The AI revolution is global. Your news should be too.